So a while back I made this thing. It's called the CSGO Prop. I used it to play CSGO in real life with my friends. We'd use Nerf guns and this device would act as C4 from the game. I originally wrote the program in Unity, which meant it had to run on Windows IoT, which was very slow. In order to speed it up significantly, I rewrote the whole project in Python using the Pygame library. Okay, so I've been neglecting to record anything. I've been working on the website. So there's that. Woo. Today, or right now's focus is this thing. This is the CSGO Prop, and the internal state of this thing is really bad. But I would like to fix it up in order to use it, so this box needed to be fixed up. It hasn't been used since the start of the pandemic and it needs some love. If I had infinite time and money, I would rewrite the whole project and 3D print a case for it, that way it wouldn't need to use a cardboard box. I do not have infinite time or infinite money, so I'm fixing up the current box. Okay, I'm gonna set up for this thing. It's on. What is being done here? So this is the CSGO Prop. I mean, I've talked about it before in different videos. I took it apart recently and there's a clip. I just don't know where the clip was, so I don't remember what I said. I have a list of things that I need to do to it to get it working, because obviously this can't be floating around. It's a computer. So I'm gonna take all these cables out, or at least as much as I possibly can. That way I can hot glue this thing, which is obviously the best connection method. I'm gonna hot glue this to the screen. Put all this stuff to the side. That can flip out, and this can flip out this way. Okay, now it's a lot easier to get to everything. So the first thing I have to do is wait for this hot glue gun to heat up, and I'm gonna hot glue around the inside of the screen a little bit. There's already some here, the screen on the outside a little bit, because when I did this last, I ran out of hot glue, so there's none here, and there's a little bit on the other sides, but there's not enough to make it what I would consider secure enough to be thrown around a bit. And then I'm going to secure the Raspberry Pi right here by hot gluing a standoff on 3 of the corners. And I'm going to plug everything in, make sure that it works. Redo some of the cable management, might use some of this tape to keep cables routed properly. That's the goal. Oh yeah, that works really well actually. Good. So now it's just time to clean up in here. Like that. There's gonna be a lot of strings coming off of this thing. There. Music it down a little bit. With electronics, hot glue definitely is not the best way to do this, but I've done it quite a few times that I don't really care. No iteration of this project has ever been the final one. So everybody, how's your day going? Mine's been okay. I woke up, and then I ate. I don't know how fast this dries, but it's already sticking really well. Hot gluing is just 3D printing, but you do it yourself. And it also kind of burns if you mess up. Alright, well that looks good. Now it's just time to do some cable management. It's mostly just going to be tying cables around themselves to the point where they're only this long. This is not elegant by any means, but it's going to get done. And then this can go right here. Okay, and then that'll keep this down. HDMI, I'm going to feed underneath it for now. Nothing is gonna get taped down yet. Here is power. So this I'm also gonna interject right here. This, which can go underneath both of those and into the audio jack. And now audio would work or this. That is actually a lot neater than it was earlier. I don't even think I need to tape anything down because this will just close very neatly. Okay, this works. this works really well. Good. Now, battery needs to go back in. This is quite a long cable, actually. I wonder if I can get away with a different one. Boop. Okay, I have this tiny little orange one that I don't use for anything, so it can go. So I think there's enough clearance here to squeeze this thing through, and then it can go under and up and around. Okay, fine. That way it at least kind of looks like I did a little more work than just redoing some hot glue. We're good here. Okay, now it's just software stuff. Now that the box was physically repaired, I had to make some minor adjustments to the software. This was the project I used to learn Python, so there's a lot of beginner mistakes, a lot of duplicate generalized code that could be compressed into functions or just reused, a lot of code with endless if-else statements. All I did this time to the software was remove the QR code connecting ability that was never fully realized, and I removed the frame rate counter. Both of these were to improve performance and some overhead. Okay, so I did a little bit of software updates. I was thinking about rewriting the whole thing, but I really don't have time. So I'm gonna stick this into this thing once I turn it on, actually. It's so much cleaner now. Oh my god. I took out the QR code stuff as well as the frame rate stuff and the full screen check just so that it's less that it has to do. Let's see if it detects anything. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna unplug it. And then maybe get a USB drive. Either that or I gotta figure out how to get this thing on the internet. Okay, so now I have a keyboard that I'm gonna plug in here. If I could get the USB right the first time. Actual meme. Frank Pedraza doesn't know how to use a USB. Okay, so the mouse is gonna get plugged in here because it's wireless. Now I can log into Google Drive because I gotta put the CSGO files from there onto here. Okay, I just figured out how to program a desktop entry file, which because of spaces in the file name, the fact that it's Python, and my complete lack of remembrance that I started trying to rewrite the whole thing and that file didn't work at all. It took longer than I wanted to. So here it is. Now if you double click CSGO startup, there we go. Then you can hit execute. Now I don't need a keyboard to launch this thing. Cool. Now everything works properly. That is, I'm gonna say, the whole suite of what I wanted to update with this. It was mostly just fixing it up so that me and a few friends could play it. So yeah, now it works. Alright, so that's the video. A friendly reminder to check out my website, nerdherd.network, as well as my 2 games, Launch My Dog and Poke My Balls. Doing that helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more and like the video if you liked it.